Blessed, blessed. Chukwuka Biama. Ekene Kwangi. Thank you, everyone. I want to make some short prayer before. Also, I want to watch Enter Biafra. I want to watch Samuel Ebe. Also, I want to watch other programs. So, I have also program tomorrow. So, the reality is that I have to pray in the name of Chukwuka Biama in a short period. So, I thank you, mighty Lord, Ezonyanwe Chineke. I call upon you in this hour, glorify your name. I thank you for the victory, and thank you for the glory. I thank you for the evils exposing themselves. Father, thank you for the transparent by the coming, for the fact there's nothing can be hid above every Umuchiku Okike Abiyama, that will have a wisdom and the knowledge from mighty Chukwuka Abiyama through Mazin Nandekana to manifesting to the fact of the reality. Father, I call upon you to strengthen us and give us more power daily by day and hour to hour to understanding and circumstances to overcome as we've overcome for all this negative. Father, thank you for the freedom of Mazin Nandekana. Father, thank you to the survival of the DOS of IPOB in correcting uncorrectable. Father, thank you to the show Little Biafra in correcting uncorrectable. Father, thank you to the show the lawyer and the justice in correctable and correctable. Father, thank you to lift the spirit of IPOB spiritual by the student and obedient by Chukwuka Abiyama under Mazin Nandekana to generate, to come up with one voice, to eliminate every evil to come down, to take them surprisingly by spirituality, not about authority, not about post, not about command, not about anything. But Father, welcome it with the goodness other Mazin Nandekana has implemented should be way to be. Father, thank you, Lord, that no one can make him to be guilty. Spirit of him can give us wisdom and the way to fight and to make it right. Father, I call upon you to lift this spirit up. I call upon you to lift Samuel up. I call upon you to lift every genuine IPOB up. But I call upon you to touch ourselves. Father, I call upon you to eliminate every idea from IBB, Babangida, any idea from every an entity stand for this construction called the Nigeria. Father, I condemn it in the name of Chukwuka Abiyama. Father, I condemn it that is evidence happened from Afghanistan, that evidence happened that in 1913. There is no aware of that, and the reality of speaking. How many black people will be died? How many Africa will be refugee? How many Africa will be live in their own country? How many Africa will be perpetually helped by white people? How many African will be promoted by the white people? How many African will be naive for the religion? How many African will be slaving for the life? Father, thank you, Lord, to charm all these devils away. Father, thank you that Mazin Nandekana said it, that we have to go to the chapter, the new Bibles, everything he said. He said, should be know, we have be know, that anytime I'm there, I will be there with the fire. Father, thank you. He said, in the peace, by the enemy will subdue themselves, and the world will be overwhelmed to know who I am, and the world will hear about the Biafra. He said, beside that, there is also, we have to be vigilant and vigilant inside ourselves. Anytime you don't hear of me, directly, indirectly, I give you order. You have to listen it and order it. Father, thank you. I thank you to condemn anyone who being concerning stepping Eastern security down. Father, condemn it in the name of Chukwuka Abiyama. Condemn it in the name of Chukwuka Abiyama that we must rise up. No emir for Igedemigu, for Edo State, for Delta State, for any Biafran part of land. Father, condemn it. There is no settlement. Father, condemn it. Father, thank you to moderate more Eastern security, to moderate them. Father, thank you that anyone stepping them down by financially should be charmed them, abandoned in the name of Chukwuka Abiyama. He said, Father, I call upon you to create good opportunity and the chances for our life. to see this time is the time of the reality. It's the time of the implementing, understanding difference between our concerning and why we are looking for Biafra and why we are Biafra and why we understanding difference is that from Biafra, Africa and the black people in general and the world will be in peace. Father, thank you, Lord, to bless the Mazin and can lift you up from darkness to the light. I glorify upon you, Chukwuka Biama, heaven and heaven, and authority and highest authority. I call upon you in this hour to give you glory. I task them in the name of Chukwuka Biama, Nigerian government, United Nations, world. Everyone's behind this. We have to implement in the reality that God will touch us to do something this coming Monday, to make it right in the reality of the light. Don't use any excuse, 31st, 31s, as a game, as a better fast, as a good technique, as a good charm, all this negative, but to support everything can bring Biafran name up to charm Nigerian name. I support it. It comes from the US, it comes from Little Biafra. I support it. But the reality is the day that will warm them, will overcome them, will win them. Father, thank you, Chukwuka Biama, blessed in the name of Chukwuka Biama. Ise, ejika aka ọnụ anyịkọ mamịrị ọgba ụfụfụ ise Chukwuka Biama ekele ise. Yes, I'm feel so great and happy to have this opportunity to be able to express. So let's go to the little bit in the music. So this music is all about the patient of the Biafra has already have from 1966 and 67 to 1970 and 1975. We have to understanding that the patient is too much and we got it now. We have Eastern security. I sucha na sucha ute. Then I con ya erie mgbe nwete Biafra. Ekenekwa m unu. Peace be upon you. And I have opportunity to thank all the freedom fighters who posted my message. I thank you. Responsibility in the sense of the reality. You know, overcome and overwhelm is the fact. You know me and I know you in the sense of the reality. What it's all about. Also, I want to make a point, the world should understanding that the pandemic has totally zero to concern the result of what is happening in Afghanistan. And implementing the new idea of measurement and the idea that is saving the world. And implementing what is happening in Nigeria. So that is not works. It's a fake institution. It's not good to me to go to this category because I feel in pain every time I go to pandemic issue. I feel disappointed in the scientists, disappointed. Only person I respect, Land Messi. Brigade is 0.0, but it's a superior man by the media, by the government, by eliminating all the circumstances that Africa will remain the poor. And use an example and experimenting. But one thing they don't understand about Islamist land and Islamist people has the very sincerity and seriously, just like a Jewish, just like a Biafra. And we respect the Western world, special Biafra, because we are the Father in the heaven, living in this earth, condemned by condom, and condemned by the will, and they read by the light, and live by the live. Live and let me live. That is who you are, Biafran people. We welcome all the religions under Biafran religion, truth and honest. Besides the circumstances that the Biafra has been falling apart by Chima Achebe, Biafra by falling apart by implementing to start life again after losing the world. I'm a Joe. I'm a water person. I'm a crack. I'm a cracker. He changed all the names. All of us who are Igbos. To Equatorial Guinea, to Gabon, to Cameroon, who speak Karaba, Igoja, all those things. Blessed Chukwuka Biama. I hope that something will come up on this Monday. Everyone can join on both of this Simon Ebe coming up on Monday. We will hear from Spirit Direct from Maznan, can hear through his brother, hear everything. We don't want to make our leader guilty or make our leader invisible. He said, I said it all. Don't expect me when I'm in lion mouth to speak. Let Universal speak to you people. I will touch you by spirit. It's not in normal prison. It's in DOS detention. There is anything is correct there as intellectual, as the highest authority from DOS, from Biafra, or the highest authority from the judge or the lawyer from Biafra. Anything is right there. When that he should not remain there by the constitution of the world law, by the British citizen, constitution of the world law, by no kind of kidnapping. Any country we negotiate in, they promoting Buhari everywhere. Please, people, don't provoke us. I thank Chukwuka Abiama to have somebody like Samuel Ebe. And I respect every Biafran people who can understand the circumstances of what it's all about, life we are living. It happened in China, it happened everything. Every time we have to be example. Because what? Tell me. Please, guys, listen to the music. I feel it so bad. I feel it so bad, you know. In this category, we are going this kind of dynamic. I want everything to be together. My opinion, I want everybody to respect the US. I want the US to respect us. I want them to recognize every media actress speak about Biafra. I want the US to respect them entirely, in generally, to respect them for unconditionally. Please. Unconditional. Sorry, I'm not tracking by my music. So it's very. Yes, the Biafra music too. So I'm sorry about that, but it's part of life, you know. Sometimes everything can happen, you never know. So my opinion is that I want them to understanding that everything is very clear. Sorry, it's too much, man. Blessed to go Kabiama. Yes, it's interrupting me, but it's part of the life, So I think it's a little bit okay now. I feel so pain. I feel disappointed. Because in this category, I respect him. And I want everybody to respect the US. But I want the US to respect us. To understanding the circumstances. There is a lot of things going on. I should not want to talk about it. Talk about financial, talk about this. He's frustrated. I focus ideology of Samuel Rebbe, what is important to focus, to speak, where to gain the game. That's where you know who is man in command. And I feel pain that is very respective in the sense of that I'm loyalty for Mazen Nandekan. I can see myself number one. But I don't believe that it's only me. Millions, even the US. But there's a common sense of the reality. In the sense of the reality is number one command. Example, something happened to the leadership. If you have IQ or deep thinking or over-listenable, you have to take reality and take action. Even in the American Constitution, it's inside there. Number one citizen, anything happened to him, they have to responsible to blame the person. Last person he spoke would not blow alarm. So what behind this? It's the kind of school we have to go back again. That's why I focus on Samuel Ebe, to trust him. Because I wish that he was in that category. You don't go too far. But it's blessing by universal, because there's something Maznan can say it. From that I understanding that this is meant to be happen. I already say part of it at the beginning of my program. So all this is I want the US to correct.